Hey guys, it's Nelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with this gorgeous look. I love this look so freaking much. Like, I love how dewy it turned out, how wet looking it turned out. This is exactly what I was going for when I sat down to film this particular video. I wanted to do something super glowy, super wet looking, super luminous, but still like fresh and airy, if that makes any sense. You don't need a lot of skills in order to do this look, which is why I love it so much, and I think it's really pretty now for the summertime, and I really like it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see how to get this fresh glowy summer look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. And by the way, I'm gonna get questions on my top. It's actually a swimsuit so I'll have the link down below where you can go and buy it, because I really love the little ruffle details that it gives me. So yeah, completely off topic, I know, but if you want to see how to get this look, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So we are ready to start. The only thing that I have on my skin right now is a little bit of an eye cream and my moisturizer, and I also have some lip balm on. I also went ahead and did my brows a little bit. They are not 100% perfect. I still have to clean them up, but I usually finish my brows once my eye makeup is done and my face makeup is done. I go back in and I retouch any little thing that I may have missed the first time around. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the eyes. I'm going to prime my eyelids using a concealer. I am using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Set the concealer into place using a translucent powder. Any translucent powder will work. You can also use an eyeshadow to set it into place. For the eyes, I want to use the Kylie Jenner and Kourtney Kardashian collection. I've had these since the day that they launched, and I have not even opened them. I was waiting to open them in a video, so I think today is a perfect video to do that. So I picked up the pink palette, which is this one right here. It's so pretty. And then I also picked up the blue palette. So I think I'm going to be taking a combination of both and using them both. I'm going to take this color right here, and I believe the name of it is the Queen. It's a nice transition shade. I am taking this with a ColourPop E2 brush, and I am going to work this in my crease from inner corner to outer corner, and I'm going to really push the product upward because I want it to be really nice and blown out. So I'm going to go into the blue palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here, and that one is called Calabasas. Brush that came in one of her palettes, I'm not sure which one, and I'm just going to place this right in here in the crease, but I am going to concentrate this color a little bit tighter in my crease, whereas the first shade I kind of blew it all over the crease. This one's going to get a little bit more concentrated in that eye socket. I'm going to go back in with the shade the Queen, which is that first shade that we used. I'm going to just apply this in the crease again, just to soften up those edges and make sure that everything is nice and blending together. I go into this champagne shade right here, and I'm taking it with a MAC 242 brush, and I am going to apply this in the center of the lid and moving it back all over that crease. I'm not going to apply it in the inner portion because I want to go in with something different for the inner part. And now I'm going to go in to the shade Diamond, I hope, or Poosh. It's either Diamond or Poosh, I'm not sure, but it's this pink shade right here. Love this. I think this is going to be such a pretty face highlight. Such a pretty color. So I'm going to take that with that same brush, but I did wipe it off, and I am going to place this in the inner portion of the lid. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to place that right in here, and then I'm going to blend the two colors together by lightly tapping in, so you can't see where each color starts and ends. Oh, that is pretty. Yes, Kylie. I'm gonna take a little bit of this bronzy shade right here, and this one is called 19 in the Rain. or is it 1944? I'm not sure. The names on these packages are really weird. So I'm gonna take this bronzy shade right here with that same brush. I'm gonna wipe it off, and I'm gonna take that, and I'm actually gonna place that right here in the outer corner so that it kind of fades from a pink to like a champagne-y to like a bronze, just a little bit, not too much. I'm gonna take a little bit more of this shade that we used right here with that same previous brush, and I'm just going to blend out the edges of those crease colors to make sure that everything is nice and blended and not too harsh looking. I want to add just a little bit something extra to the eye look to make it just a tad bit more smoky. You can totally leave it like this for a soft look, but I'm going to add just a little bit of this shade right here. I am going to focus this right here in the outer corners just a little bit. And I am slightly going to blend it upwards just a little bit and bring it in about halfway, like that. So I am going to leave the eyes like this for now, and then we will come back to them in a little while. I'm going to focus on the skin for a little bit, and then we'll come back to the eyes. So I recently got a package from e.l.f. I just opened it up right now, and they sent over these booster drops, and I'm curious to see how they work. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit and see. Ooh, too much, too much, too much. So for primer today, I am using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I'm just going to use that today, and I'm going to focus this right here on the areas where I need to just kind of smooth things over a bit. I'm going to take a little bit of the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in SX05, and I am going to apply a little bit of this under my eyes because I do have some darkness under there at the moment. And then I'm also going to apply this on any areas where I need a little bit more coverage. I'm taking a Luxie 512 small contouring brush, and I'm just going to blend this in to the skin. For foundation today, I am going to be using the YSL Touche Eclat All-in-One Glow Foundation. I am going for the extra dew today, so I am going to mix it in. Let me shake it up with the Kevyn Aucoin Aqua Foundation Illuminator. I'm going to mix this in. I'm just going to apply that. To blend it in, I am using a Morphe E56, and I am just going to stipple this on. Look how glowy that is. It's so pretty. By the way, I am in the shade BD40, if I did not mention that already. I'm going to get a smaller brush to blend in the middle of the brows. Alrighty, so moving on to concealer, I am taking the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer once again, and I am going to apply this right here under the eyes. And I'm going to apply a little bit on the chin and down the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow right here on the sides, and in between Z-brows. I'm going to take my tiny beauty blender. I've been preferring to use something a little bit smaller just because I get really precise under there. It's a tiny beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend this in. So before I set my concealer, I'm actually going to finish the bottom of my eyes. I'm going to go back in with this orangey shade from the Kylie palette, and I am going to apply this to my lower lash line. I'm going to smoke that under there. And then I'm going to go back in to that blue palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to smoke that under the lower lash line as well. I'm going to take a flat definer brush, and I'm going to take this shade right here, the dark shade, and I'm going to apply that to the bottom lashes, really tight under there. And then I'm going to go in with that pencil brush one more time and smoke that out. So I went ahead and I popped in some contacts because, you guys, I have been loving these contacts, and I was going to wear them in the beginning of the video and I completely forgot. So better late than never. So I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes, and I am using the Hourglass Mineral Veil Powder. I love this powder so much. It makes my skin look so airbrushed, and I just got the powder everywhere. I take my little sponge. Once again, make sure that there is no creasing whatsoever, and then I'm going to take a brush and I'm just going to stamp this right here under the eyes where I tend to crease a little bit, and then I'm going to take a little bit on the sides of my nose because I crease right there as well, and then I'm going to take a little bit down the center. I'm going to put a little bit on the chin and in between the brows. So I'm going to go ahead and take a nude pencil. This is technically not even an eyeliner. This is for the eyebrows, but I love it for my waterline. This is the Benefit Highbrow, and I am just going to put this in my waterline. I'm going to go ahead and apply a coat of mascara. I have been loving the Mally Smoky Mama mascara. I love the wand. It's so thin and it gets every little lash. So I am going to apply this to my top and bottom lashes. I'm going to go ahead and pop on some lashes. I am using the OG lashes in the style 13. This is what they look like. Oh my god, how pretty is that eyelash? Look how pretty that eyelash is. So now that the lashes are done, I'm going to go ahead and wipe off the powder. For bronzer today, I'm actually going to do a step that Katie from Luster Lux did on her latest video. I love the way that her skin looks. That's kind of like the vibe that I'm going for in today's video. She took a bronzer that has a little bit of shimmer, and that's how she bronzed up her skin, and she looks super glowing, super healthy, super beautiful. So we're going to do the same thing. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. I don't even know what shade this is. I think it's number 2. It's so old that the number has wiped off, but pretty much all you want to do is take a bronzer that has a little bit of shimmer in there, and you're going to bronze up your skin using that bronzer. So that is what I am going to use today. I'm just going to swirl my brush in there so that I can get an even amount of bronzer and highlight, and then I'm just going to go ahead and apply. And this is going to bronze you up, and it's also going to give you a nice glow to the skin. So moving on to highlight, I am going in with the Ambreezy and Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter, and I am using this using a Sigma F35 tapered face brush. I'm going to grab some of that, and I am going to apply it right there where the light naturally hits my cheeks, and then I'm going to take it up towards the temple area just a bit. I'm going to apply a little bit on the chin, and I'm going to apply a little bit right here in the center. Very, very little. Nothing too much. Moving on to blush, I am going to be taking this Mally blush, and look at the packaging, how freaking cute. This is your Hollywood collection, and this is what this looks like. It says it's a face illuminator, but I love it for blush. So I'm going to take a mixture of these pinky shades right here, and I am going to apply this right here on the apple of the cheek and move it back. So freaking pretty. Okay, we look so youthful. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Burberry Rose Gold highlight. I love this highlight. You guys know there was a point that this was the only thing that I was using. I am going to take it with that same blush brush. I'm going to take very little of this, and I am going to lightly apply this on top of where we applied our blush, just so that when I smile, the apple of my cheek looks nice and highlighted, but not like super intensely highlighted. I'm going back in with the Breezy highlight, and I'm taking an angled brush, and I am going to apply this on the tip of the nose, and I'm also going to apply some right here where my nose kind of arches, just so that my nose can look a little bit more lifted. I'm going back in to that Kylie pink palette. I'm going to take this vanilla shade right here, and I am going to apply that to the inner corner of the eyes and also up in the arch of the brow. So moving on to lips, I am going to start off by lining my lips using the Buxom lip liner in the shade Hush. This is my favorite nude lip liner at the moment. I love it so much. So I am just going to line my lips. My camera stopped recording. I'm not sure where we left off, but I am applying the Kylie and Kourtney lipstick in the shade French Kiss. I apply that all over the lips. Now, you can definitely, I love the way this look looks. So you can definitely leave it like this, but I am a gloss girl. I've always been a gloss girl, always will be a gloss girl. So I am going to top it off with the Buxom lip gloss in White Russian. So I am going to go ahead and set everything into place using the Project Beauty Spray Set Go. Alrighty, you guys, so that is going to complete this look, and I am slightly obsessed with the way that this look turned out. I wanted to go for a super glowy, wet looking skin and eyes, and I think we accomplished just that. Love the way it turned out. I'm obsessed. I might not take this off today, not even gonna lie. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know down in the comments any suggestions that you guys want to see from my channel, challenges, specific videos. Let me know, because I am uploading 3 times a week. Yep, you heard right. So I need suggestions, I need ideas, so let me know in the comments what you want to see from my channel. So that is it. I love you, and I will see you on Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time with a new video. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Mwah.